Welcome back, everybody. Today, as stated in the last video, we're going to go ahead and raid this little outpost here. So let's go ahead and get started. I am going to make sure that I heal up. This is, as you may or may not notice, this is a voiceover. For some reason, when I was recording the video, it didn't pick up my mic again. I might have to find a different way to start recording these that is more consistent with its sound. Using the NVIDIA app by itself is not going to cut it. So, let's just take a look at this view real quick, and then we'll begin. Oh, and also heal up. Alright. So, as we come up here, we take a look at our first enemies. We see an archer and a warrior. As you'll see along the way, I find an easy way to deal with these guys after dying once. So this video is not going to have too many edits due to me dying, but whenever I do die, I will edit out the travel times back to the outpost. During this part, I had found out that sneaking worked fairly well against at least that archer, but once a couple more came up to me, I had to I first died and then I had to flee. Yeah, I think that archer is the one that got the death of me. That archer plus this warrior. No? Alrighty. It was the combination of these two guys that ended up getting me. Yeah, they drained my health and my stamina pretty quickly. I tried running, and then a third showed up. I think he started attacking his own, so I just kind of let them duke it out. Then they decided to just both turn towards me, and this is where I died. And we are back. Alright, let's go ahead and go back into this. And let's see how much further we can get on this life. I did pick up all my stuff, thankfully. Thankfully, I didn't lose any down this cliff. I was trying to see if there's anything in the crates. At least on those ones, I didn't believe there was any, so I only destroyed one. I did decide to try and take this guy out with bow and arrow. I did hit him once, but thankfully I was able to just bait him on over. And as you'll see, something interesting with this AI here is he just kept walking, and then I was right beside him and he did not care about me. In fact, even here as I'm attacking him, wasn't until he never paid any attention to me after he started heading back to his spawn area. So again, this game is in development, so a little bit of updates are going to be needed for it to function as designed, but hey, that's great. That's why we're playing it. Alright, let's see if we can get this guy. Yeah, I have a lot harder time with the soldiers, mainly because they attacked quickly and they blocked my attacks, which for me is very difficult to handle at once. But obviously it's not too bad because I did kill him and I handled it just fine. Alrighty, I'm gonna come up here. I'm going to attack this guy, which actually I decided to use my special ability, and even though it didn't get the full hit of it, even just that last little bit did do a lot of damage. Alright, I think all that we have left is that mage. And there are wolves down this little cage, which we'll go down later and look at. There is this chest which I did find the ninja knives. That's what I want to call them because of the daggers actually, which I personally prefer sword and shield over these. However, you'll see me use them as kind of a little test to see how they function in comparison to the two. Because this is my first time actually getting a side-by-side comparison, whereas other times it's just been I've used the daggers as a primary example, or I've used a sword and shield. Let's go ahead and take on this mage. As you can see, the daggers came in pretty handy with their extended ability there. Alright, and then we'll get this skeleton, this last little guy. Perfect. Okay. I didn't find any other chests down here. I did try looking for a way in to that wolf den area. It took me a second to realize I thought it was a sword and not an axe. So maybe if you're wondering why is he hitting it with a sword, it's because I thought it was an axe. I did check other areas for chests. I should have destroyed the barrels, which I might go back and do. I might just leave it until we pass through this area. Yeah, I'm not the most careful when it comes to drops. I would play Destiny 2 with my aunt often, and I would be leading us, and we'd just fall because I was watching where it was going. I know you may not be able to see very well, but I did find a chest in this area, and it was actually a better shield that I found and equipped it, which was good for us. I did decide to take all the chests in this little area, so that way we could use it back home. Looking at the chest. This time we got a helmet. This is our first piece of armor, which I'm grateful when we find armor because building armor requires the use of leather, which is not the easiest to come by, I have found out. Alright, once again, I'm just kind of looking around. This time I am going to try and find out how to get in here after I get this chest. Yeah, so I look on the outside and then obviously I fall. I do see a polar bear and some more of the snow biome, which again I think is pretty. But we're going to go ahead and turn back and find out what we can. More crates, which I foolishly enough didn't destroy. Then, yeah, I tried coming back down here to see if there's an entrance down here after already coming back. I did decide to grab this torch for you guys because I knew it'd be easier to see, which I thought was a good idea. And I'm sure you will appreciate that as I show you this little back area. And the chest was beside those crates. Alright. I did decide to just mine my way in. I just destroyed one of the iron grates, as you'll see here in a second, and just took on the wolf. I don't exactly remember why I paused it. Why do I keep pausing it? Maybe it's turn off our alarms. I have no clue. I have an alarm that goes off at 5:30 every morning when I record these videos, and so I must have paused it to turn off. I thought I was looking up something. One of the two. I don't remember, but let's go ahead and kill this wolf. Alright, we did get another bow and arrows. I do again decide to take everything, including the chest. This little area, I did decide to destroy the crates. It was kind of by accident that I found this salt, and that's actually what encouraged me to destroy some other crates. And I decided to just drop things I didn't think I needed, such as a single stick, whereas I have 100 back home. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and mine out of here because there is not another way out. And then we'll head back home. Now, in this little clip, I did end up finding another outpost area, which is actually a mine shaft, which we'll come back to in another video. I'm going to focus on getting better gear so that way I die less. Alright, welcome back home. And, we're actually just going to call it a day here for the video. Thank you all for watching. If you liked the video, feel free to subscribe and share this video with others. Bye!